Hello and welcome to this edition of I Use This App. In today's review, we're going to be going over the #1 top paid app in the App Store, Plague Incorporated. I have it installed for us already, so let's jump right in. Plague Inc. by Ndemic Creations Limited is a viral game in every sense of the word. It's the #1 top paid app currently available for just 99 cents. I would describe the game as kind of like a mix of the classic board game Risk and Farmville. It's like Risk in the fact that you have the world as your main board game, and it's like Farmville in the fact that you have to use your points to buy things and wait as they grow to help spread your virus and speed things along, as well as slow down the cure in your quest to end the human race. iTunes describes the game by saying Plague Inc. is a unique mix of high strategy and terrifyingly realistic simulation. Can you infect the world? Your pathogen has just infected Patient Zero. Now you must bring about the end of human history by evolving a deadly global plague while adapting against everything in humanity. With that in mind, let's jump into the gameplay. The main screen of the app is pretty basic, with some intense music that gets you into that biohazard / end of the world kind of a mode. You have 3 options: play, how to play, and high scores, all very straightforward as to what they do. Once you tap on the play button, you have the options of new game or load game. We're going to go with new game, and it'll ask us here a warning. It'll overwrite the saved game that we have. We'll say yes. Next, we choose our game difficulty, and we'll go with just casual. And we haven't unlocked virus, fungus, or parasite, any of those, so we're just going to go with bacteria. And I'm going to actually name this bacteria App Mania. And we'll let it load. And you can see here that you're brought to the welcome screen. It tells you that you are a new bacteria. To win, you must spread it across the world. Touch the country that you want to start in. So we're brought to this map here. Here you can see why I said it kind of reminds you of Risk. We've got this whole map here, and we're going to actually go with Algeria. So we chose Algeria. You can see that it remained there. We got 3 DNA points, which you can see here down in the bottom left. And while we wait for that, the gameplay is pretty slow. It is addicting, but in the beginning it's real slow. So you can go up here to the clock and hit forward, and that way we're going through time a little bit faster. Got a tip there, pop the orange DNA bubbles and you'll get more DNA points. So there's one, we got it. 10 points there we have, 10 DNA points. Here is your options. You can see the disease App Mania started in Algeria on the day. We have 1 infected already. Now, next we have our transmission. Here is how you can actually transmit your bacteria or disease, whichever one you're playing. You can see here we have bird, livestock, and then it tells you how many DNA points each will cost. Next, after that, we have symptoms. And the symptoms we can see here: nausea, rash, anemia, basically anything that you want to have as a symptom to your bacteria. You can buy those pretty cheap with your DNA points. And then you have your abilities. Your abilities is something that you'll counteract with, and that is like a cold resistance that's built up to your bacteria, a resilience. You've got your drug resistance, and these you can use to slow the cure as it happens. I'm more concerned with the transmission because we really want to get this thing spread. So we'll find one that we can afford. Rodents. Actually, let's see if we can afford airwave. And air, we will do that. 9 points. So we did that. We'll go back out. And we've successfully evolved App Mania. So it's out there now. And you can see it tells you to think about what would happen in real life, and that's how you should play it. So we can see there it began to spread. We got an orange bubble there. And our points are building up again. You see we've got 7 DNA points already. You can see as these planes travel, things are happening. 12 DNA points. Let's go back into transmission. See what else we can. Let's affect some livestock there, and it tells you there that the livestock susceptible to infection increase infectivity, especially in rural regions and mutations. So that's what that'll help with, and we keep going and watch our points build up. It's infected hundreds already, so we're moving along pretty quickly. You can see those biohazard signs. We press those, and we've got 8 points already again. 15, so it's building up fast. We'll go back into transmission. You can almost afford the air too. Let's see what else we can do. We'll go with the blood for 10 points. And you can see that it's spreading really fast now. That pretty much covers that. You can see here, okay, it infected thousands. You can see our points building up. But that basically covers the gameplay. You want to keep buying things to keep spreading your disease as fast as possible, and that way you end the human race and take over the world. That pretty much covers the gameplay. Let's head into the wrap-up. I'm going to give Plague Incorporated a 7 out of 10 stars. While it may be the #1 top paid app, I will say it's no Angry Birds, and I don't know how long a game like this can sustain the #1 spot in the App Store. I like the concept, and I like the overall gameplay. Surprisingly, as grim as it is, it's actually really fun to play. I don't have much to say on the graphics since there's not too much animation. I will say the gameplay is really slow, but it didn't look bad for what it is. There are new updates being released soon, so maybe that'll actually make it even better. Overall, I definitely recommend downloading it for $1, and it's definitely worth the entertainment. We'd love to hear your take on it, so let us know. This concludes this edition of I Use This App. As always, thanks for watching. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe on all our videos, and we'll see you in the next review.